Another high school prodigy, so look out, Jonhy. He's coming in with the Ike, and he is doing it for Syrup, and Maister still showing no mercy, neighbor. It's time to get started.
Yeah, you got to be careful here. Just know that if there are any words that Maister has for Jonhy, they may come unprompted and after the set exclusively.
Maybe unkind. But honestly, I know that at the very least, Jonny's down for that too. He is look at his tag and tell me that he's not ready to. Yeah, terminally online. What, Fortnite Jonny's a terminally online guy? Tell me about it. Also playing the Ike. A lot of people know Jonny for the Troy and the Sephiroth as well. But the Ike right now putting in work, and you know that the crowd, both local and given what's going on lately, they are all behind Jonny, who's got that first stock on deck.
Ike, I believe, was Jonny's OG main, the original. Maybe him and Crom at the same time, you know, but he's been doing his thing for a minute. Even went with the whole Twitter poll to see if it was the return, the time, because I don't think any of his other characters really are doing great at a Game & Watch here, but Ike making it work. Still sitting at a high percent, but he did give himself a beautiful buffer of that stock lead, and that's a good way to get some stuff going on this second one.
He's able to make it back to the ledge. Ike, as long as you're above the ledge, you got a pretty good recovery available to you, right? Lots of mix-ups that you can use. And man, Jonny, the spacing right now and the damage off of these nairs. Once you get one of those landing nairs in front, down throw up air is not going to connect. Game & Watch a little too light. And of course, that up the out of shield, saving Maister a lot of trouble. But another great recovery by Jonny, holding on to this first stock.
I need everybody at home to pay extra close attention to every time that Game & Watch gets down throwed, he looks extra three-dimensional, and it's going to mess you up for the rest of the time.
I'm going to opt to not look at that just because I don't want to be subjected to whatever Maister is getting subjected to right now, which is a drubbing to start off this game one from Jonny. He is absolutely giving this Game & Watch the work. Here's that recovery, and Maister not able to get him with the chair, not the right angle, so Jonny's back.
Yeah, I think against Crom would have hit every single time, but Ike does still have the hitbox on the way down, so he will be able to get through something like that chair. Air dodges through Maister, ends up thrown right back off the side, but because they are sent so high, like you mentioned, there's a lot of room to recover here as Ike, each individual piece of the recovery, the double jump, the quick draw, it's very important. You miss any single piece and suddenly everything goes awry, but if you have all the pieces, you have a very good recovery.
It's Legos for sure, right? But you got to make sure that you got the whole set. Like you said, Jonny took advantage of that, lived a very, very long time, and that's not always easy to do against Game & Watch. You're going to take these combos. You're going to take some damage. Jonny says that's fine. As long as I'm back on stage, I can do just as well. Here comes the sausage, but breakfast not going to find Jonny's mouth waiting.
No, at this time of day, breakfast is not on the menu.
It's coming a little bit late. Well, maybe for you. I'm an all-day breakfast kind of guy.
It depends on when you wake up, I suppose. Good morning to somebody. And good night to Jonny's second stock. Maister fighting back.
Yeah, this is one of those matchups where, man, if your spacing is perfect as an Ike player and if you've got a great read on those offensive habits, you can do well. Down throw we've already seen, not going to lead into anything here, so Jonny's just getting another ledge trap going. No drift down nairs either, but holding on to center stage. Maister, though, getting something big started. You can even hear some of the crowd that knows better. They know, oh, wait a second.
Yeah, that back air coming through just in time, but Jonny saves the jump, is able to make it back to control some space on the stage. Empty land not going to fly against a character with such a solid out of shield.
Maister really getting these juggles, man. He's hardly been hit since he, got that first stock off of Jonny, doing really, really well to control the pace of the game right now. But still,
what a grab!
One hit from either of these players could do it at this point. There's another nair. That's Jonny with no jump as well. So Maister pulls out La Sia, and we will see ya.
The big thing there is with no jump, there's no way for Jonny to have made it back. With the jump, maybe we could have seen another chance, but because that got stolen, that chair to the face was the end of that game. And we really saw on both sides, either character getting an advantage is so incredibly powerful, and either one getting hit has so few tools to escape that scenario.
Hey, Ryan, tell me if I'm tripping or not, but does Jonny kind of look like Maister with a haircut? Like, just a little bit? Because he's also got the goatee going on now, which I've never seen Jonny actually have.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, fair enough. And Jonny says I plead the fifth on the Ike. No more of that, please. I'm switching over to the Crom. Never mind. Jonny's a troll. Like Jonny said, he's a big troll. He's a big troll. Playing with our expectations. He will go with the Crom, so he says, look, I'm going to eschew some of that recovery to play a character I'm quite a bit more comfortable with.
Maybe get a little bit more of that damage and more consistency as well. in closing those stocks. Waiting, not going to be able to chain grab anything here, so I'm not sure what he was hoping for, but didn't quite find any of it. Just a down throw up air for a little bit of damage.
At the very least, you do get some data. This is going to be Jonhy taking quite a few hits. Going to be going off stage. Never want to be there as a Chrom against the Game & Watch.
We saved the double jump. Are able to
Goodbye!
And sniped. Look at Jonhy with the pop-off on first stock.
That's the Jonhy.
Oh,
that's the Jonhy for
jump?
sure.
We have the jump.
And no chair coming out. Maister not ready to throw it at Jonhy, who's coming right off the ledge. Aggressive, stacking it up on the platform. The crowd is just oohing and eyeing with every single hit.
You know they love to see it. Maister charging that up smash, not going to hit a character like Jonhy, who is willing to go the whole distance, doesn't typically run in absent-mindedly.
My goodness, but that movement is crazy. It's been hard for Maister to lock him down. You can do it pretty easily, though, with that neutral B, and yeah, we're taking a trip to that bottom blast zone. Stock's tied up 2-2.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw Maister kind of try to do that against the Ike in the first game and against the up special. Because there's no hitbacks for Chrom on the way back down, very consistent that you can hit him with a chair.
Jonhy putting on some pressure in the corner, but again, that out-of-shield game from Game & Watch, that up he's going to bail you out of so many of those guessing games where you just say, I don't really feel like playing any guessing games. We're going to live in my world, and that world has you going up to the sky and eating 86% unanswered.
Even with the sword, it is a little bit difficult to play around the range of Game & Watch up special. That fire is pretty deadly.
Nice recovery by Jonhy, though. The spacing was great. Hanging on the ledge a little bit too long, though. That bomb is a great coverage tool for that. And once again, Maister turning around early momentum from Jonhy into his own favor.
Getting the Nair to cross through to the other side means you can set up into the turtle. Hold on, no jump. That's the end of Jonny's last stock in the second game, seeing what we're going to potentially change into game 3. And God, I hope he picks a character that can make it back to the ledge.
I don't know if Jonhy has what. The only character I know with a good recovery that he has is the Sephiroth. Somebody's shouting, do it at Jonhy, and I'm afraid about what that is implying.
What does that mean?
What does this mean? What do you mean by do it? I heard somebody say Steve. I've never seen Jonhy play Steve.
I've never seen Jonny play Steve either, but Steve has a sword, so I'm sure he could do it.
Dude, okay, I gotta say one thing. Both of these guys have, like, just a golden smile. Like, when they're grinning ear to ear, I'm also having a good time. Jonhy, though, going to the Lucina, so there is a much better recovery, like you were saying. And, look, Johnny's all about those sword characters. If they don't have a sword, he doesn't want to play them.
That's so true. I'm wondering, I have not seen Johnny's Lucina ever.
Neither has Jonhy, evidently, because that is an unfortunate SD early on, and you can hear him going, man. That's what I love about Jonhy, though, is that even if he's playing in a tournament set.
Yeah.
What are they chanting up there?
They're chanting homie stock.
Homie stock,
They're chanting homie stock, but Maister is homies with nobody in the venue. He made that incredibly clear today.
Jonhy getting his first hit in, though. Maister answering back in kind as per the usual. 104% on Jonny's second stock so quickly. And once again, we're going to take a seat. Jonhy, again, he plays like it's a friendly no matter where he is.
Yeah, he's just here to have a good time, and I hope he is.
It seems like he is. Maybe not in terms of gameplay, but, you know, his attitude, I like it.
Yeah, he's enjoying life. And that's what we're here for. We're having a good time and not tying all of our self-worth to
a video game?
A video game.
Yeah.
That is what we do love to see.
Maybe don't get too invested in it. I don't know. Jonny barely able to make that back. I'm actually shocked he had the distance. Oh. Yeah, we're going deep, and we are done. We are done, and Maister going to hold on to the 3 stock to end it. So a 3-0 for him.